Hi. Wow. There is so much I want to talk about. I haven't come in for like a week and a half, maybe even longer, because the weather was so cold and rainy, and I really feel pulled to do these outside. And 90% of the year, I can be outdoors. At least there's an hour or two, but it's really been cold, windy, and or rainy. And so I haven't gotten to do this. So let me do some catch up. The first thing we're going to talk about is we're at the end of this full moon portal, right? So we just had Purim, we just had this whole feeling of V'nafochu, that things are upside down, right? The Jewish holiday where we saw one reality coming towards us, the destruction of the Jewish people, and in an instant we saw it just go from a story of tragedy and the destruction of the Jewish people to, and not just were we not destroyed, but we showed our strength, and people were so awed by what was going on and the miracles that were going on and the strength of the Jewish people that they just put down their swords and they didn't want to fight. They didn't want to even try to kill us. So anyway, it's just a real the crux of the story of living, right? Because so many times in life it seems like the reality is bringing one thing or is reflecting to us one thing, and so anything else seems impossible, right? If you had asked the Jews at the time, well, how are you going to be saved? They would have been like, oh, but that seems impossible. How are we going to be saved? There's a decree from the king to kill all of us. Haman has it out for all of us. So many things can seem impossible in this moment. And our special light is to believe that at any given moment, what seemed impossible has now become possible. And people who have fulfilled their dreams or have watched their dreams come through, people who you see around you that are manifestors, that are just moving forward with their lives. They have a dream, they get it, they move on. Have another dream, get it, move on. They're just manifestors, they're alchemists, they're bringing their truth into this world. Ask them how they do it. And so many of the times they'll tell you all these stories about things that would seem impossible that they saw unfold in front of them. And you can look on my post in my group, Living Your Magical Life. I posted about this today, also on my timeline, but I went into more detail in Living Your Magical Life about really so many things that happen in the world that seem now natural to us, like having a baby, right? Before babies came out of Eve, right? If you had said to the world, if this concept didn't exist, and you would say to a woman, okay, you just sit, eat, do whatever you're doing, and in 9 months from now, a fully formed baby, a fully formed human being is going to come out of your body and will come into this world, and it will be your child. Like, what are you talking about? Tell me a story about aliens and I'll believe it just as much. Like, if you think about it, it's only plausible to us because it does happen. But if you think about it on a rational level, it seems absolutely impossible. Take a 200-ton airplane, stand in front of it, and have someone tell you this can fly in the air. This can go airborne and stay airborne. What are you talking about? It's only because we've seen it with our own eyes that we believe it. And that is the place we're supposed to stand when a dream comes into our head, when a vision comes into our head. We are all of us intuitive. We are all of us dreamers. We are all of us manifestors. We are all of us alchemists on some level. Just so many of us have just closed off that creative side of ourselves, or stamped it as impossible, and that's it. There's no more moving forward. We shut the door on these dreams. And sometimes God will make them happen anyway, and he'll make them happen in this it'll come at you sideways. But if you want to watch these things unfold and go from one dream manifesting to another, then embrace your dream. Hold the fact that it is possible. I saw this the other day from Sarah Stelterna. She posted this on her group, and it just stayed with me. Hold the vision. Trust the process. That's it. We don't need to know the how or the why or the what. We just need to say, I believe that this can be, and then let go of the results and watch as it unfolds. That's our job as the one who this dream is coming through. We're the conduit. We are loyal. And I've had a whole bunch of dreams that came to me, and I'd be like, okay, I really, really want this. I don't see it happening. My reality is reflecting back to me that this isn't happening. I could write an essay on how this is not happening, and it happened anyway. And I had another dream where I said, okay, this will be 10, 15 years from now. And 9 months later, it was birthed. So just if a dream comes to you and you think, oh, this is impossible, think if someone would tell you that a baby, a fully formed baby, could be born from you before you've ever seen it happen, you also would have thought that it's impossible. So hold on to that. That's the special ingredient of manifesting. Holding on to the belief that this is possible, even if it seems against all odds. Know that it's possible because God is in charge, and then let him unfold it. It's going to be in the right timing. You can't control the timing, but watch as it unfolds, whether it's in 2 minutes, 2 months, 2 years. Watch as it unfolds. All right. Mwah. Many blessings to you on this gorgeous full moon energy. Enjoy this full moon energy. Go write down things that you want manifested so that by the end of this month, you'll see that they'll start unfolding for you. Go write a list right now. Sending love from Israel.